Hi everyone, good evening. Um, Please confirm in the chat if you can see my screen and if you can hear me. Can anyone hear me? Okay, so I would be sharing my screen shortly so I can walk you through the CapCut app on mobile. All right, Juliet, thanks for joining. So just be kind to hang in there while or for others to join in. So far, we have 5 people on the call. I'll have over 200 people on the group. Apologies for the delay. I'm just waiting for the numbers to add up so we can go live. Yeah, hi everyone. Good evening. Apologies for the delay. I was just waiting for the numbers to add up before we go live. I've also been having a little bit of difficulty sharing my screen. I'm supposed to walk you through the CapCut app and then also share my notes with you. However, we're just going to move on and make do with what we have. So yeah, I need you to confirm that you can hear me. A comment will do if you can hear me, please. All right, so I'm just going to forge on for the sake of time. It's already 7 minutes into the live broadcast. So this is me basically giving you a rundown through how to utilize. Thank you, Juliet. How to utilize CapCut on mobile. So if you can take notes, it will be great and splendid if you do take notes. So some tips that you must have before going ahead on your editing journey is that you must understand the interface of CapCut. So when you launch your CapCut app, whatever screen you see on display happens to be your CapCut interface, right? And then at the bottom of your screen, that's where all the several options exist, right? So you need to explore the options, basically the way you learned how to use a mobile phone or even how to use a remote control for your TV back in the day. So all you have to do is click on the options that are available on the interface to see what it does. So basically, when you click on A, what happens? When you click on B, what happens? And so on. And that's how you continually practice. Just a moment, please. All right, I'm back. So yeah, moving on, we also need to know and realize that templates exist. So if you are familiar with the CapCut app or even with TikTok in particular, you'll be familiar with templates. So templates are one of the fastest ways that you can use to practice. You can find templates on the updated CapCut app, and you can also find templates on the TikTok app. Good evening, Ahmad Sunusi Abubakar. Thanks for joining. So next up, you need to understand media management. And what we call media management is basically you pre-arranging and selecting your files, your video clips, the pictures, the elements. Elements can be your brand logo, graphics design, and so on. Things like subscribe, like, thumbs up, all those elements you see popping around the screen. You need media management. You need to pre-arrange, you need to select, you need to group them into identifiable folders so you are not scrolling through your screen endlessly. Okay. Then part of media management is your camera quality. So I think the camera quality of the phone I'm using to speak to you now is fair enough. At least you can see me very clearly, right? So camera quality, video quality also determines how much and how easily your editing will be done. Then sound clarity and lighting. So sound clarity, how clearly is the audio of your video, or how clearly can other people hear what you are saying in the video. This is where using maybe AirPods or an external microphone comes in. It reduces the quality, the noise in the audio, right? So that by the time you have to edit, you don't have a lot of work to do. It reduces the work you have to do. If you have an external audio source and you're not using the default audio of your phone, then lighting as well. So a typical example would be right now that we're here. So I could just turn down the light on the that's projecting on my face that's making you see me. So I'm going to do that now. You can see that the lighting has visibly reduced. And then I can also turn off the lighting of this camera, right? And you can see that the video has lost a lot of quality. So now I'm going to restore the camera light and then the bigger light that's in front of me. So you can see that the quality has seemingly improved. So when you have all of this put in place, all this media management put in place ahead of your editing journey, it saves you a lot of time. It saves you a lot of actual editing and a lot of adjustments as well. So by the time you have your CapCut app, all you have to do is log in with your TikTok account or log in with your email address. And then there are a barrage of tools on the edit or the homepage of the TikTok app. I'm still going to walk you through in a separate video how step by step guide on how to do all of this. Then all you have to do is to select a new project. Then you are going to choose the files, the videos, and images from your devices folder that you have pre-arranged using your media management. Then you can always toggle the HD option. So just like WhatsApp now, where while sending pictures and videos, you can select or decide to send it in HD or otherwise. On TikTok as well, you can equally, on CapCut, I beg your pardon, you can equally toggle the HD option on and off for the videos you want to edit. And it's advisable that you make use of the HD option all the time. And then you go ahead to add selected files. So on the interface, like I said, I'll be showing you all of this in a step-by-step process. But right now, I have to speak from my notes, and I hope you are taking notes so that you know what to expect. And then when we are walking through the app practically, you won't be surprised or you won't be wondering what exactly is being done or what we are talking about. So options available to you on the interface are the edit. So once you check the edit, you are going to see the audio option, you are going to see text, you see the overlay, you see effects, you see captions. There's you also get to see adjust, right? Stickers, full screen, play, pause, link and unlink. You also see the undo and redo, right? Then there's the timeline. There's also the secondary clip or the B-roll position. Then you also can scroll left to right. You can pinch and you can zoom, right? And then you can equally see the length of the video. And you can also see the playhead or the needle. If you were in my last live class where I was displaying all of this on screen on how to use CapCut to edit, you would have seen all of these options. We'll still take a deep dive into all of this, right? Then the major thing we'll be learning, baby steps, beginner level, is we'll be learning how to split. In other words, cut and join. So just like a tailor, splitting with your scissors, cutting and then stitching back together, cutting and joining. Um, Still under the split option, we'll be learning things like speed, animations, effects and transitions. We'll be learning how to delete, basically deleting the right footage so you're not deleting the wrong thing that you actually need to work with. We'll also be learning how to enhance our voice. You'll be learning how to use the eye contact option, how to isolate a video, how to remove background, how to retouch a video. You'll also be learning about the camera tracking option as well as the volume. So the volume of video and audio files, you'll probably be learning about that. You'll also be learning how to transform, right? Transform, basically cropping, just like you crop pictures and crop or cut images, right? You'll be learning how to transform on CapCut. All of this done on your mobile phone. You also learn about the auto reframe. That's an AI feature available only on CapCut. You'll be learning to adjust. You'll also be learning video quality. You'll be learning about filters. So from color grading, color correction, and the likes. And like I said, depending on the quality of your camera and all your management, that's your media management settings prior to you shooting the video, during the video shoot, and even before editing. This will save you a lot of time when it comes to color grading and color correction. So moving on, we'll be learning about relight, we'll be learning about overlay, we'll also be learning about the basic, the mask feature. We'll also be learning how to duplicate, how to replace, how to extract audio. That's very important because sometimes the audio you need is embedded in another video. So we'll be learning how to extract audio. We'll also be learning about motion blur. So if you watch all these really cool TikTok videos, anime style, they use a lot of motion blur. We'll be learning about the stabilize feature. So if your phone doesn't have the stabilize feature, right, you'll be learning how to use the stabilize feature on CapCut. So for iPhone users or for some advanced Android phone users, the stabilize feature comes by default. So your camera option might have the video stability mode. If it has that option, good for you. And in some instances, you might still want to use this feature so that your video is not entirely shaky, 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 and all over the place. We'll be learning about opacity. If you are familiar with photo editing, graphics design, you know exactly what opacity is. And even if you are not, that's one of the points of putting this class together. We'll be learning about the reverse feature rather, how to reverse a video, right? Sometimes it's just very interesting for a video edit, maybe like an intro. You want to make an intro and then you just reverse the entire clip. We'll also be learning about the freeze, how to freeze a video. Basically, pause it and make it look like it's frozen. We'll be learning about audio effects. Yes, audio effects, very important. Reducing noise. I've spoken about this. So, in the event that you do not have an external audio source, an external mic, maybe wired or wireless mic, or for some TikTok or Instagram content creators, you would see that they have maybe another phone, and while one phone is recording the video, another phone is recording the audio, serving as a mic, right? With or without other option, it's also important that you learn how to reduce noise in videos. We'll be learning about beats as well. And finally, we'll be learning about exporting. So that's when you are done with the editing, how to export your video correctly. You also, before exporting, you still have to replay the video. I'll be walking you through all these steps, like I said. You also need to learn about the fade in and fade out option. I'm sure you watch videos and you see how videos transition in the beginning and it comes from dark to light. And then when it's fading out, the video fades into the dark. We'll be learning this and you'll be getting tips on how to avoid copyright issues, especially on TikTok. And likewise applies to YouTube as well, but that's particularly during uploading of videos. So you'll be learning how to review your export settings basically at the end of the day. So all we have to do is practice, practice, practice. So I've spent the last 20 minutes walking you through the content or the curriculum that we'll be working with. So I would be needing about 5 minutes for me to quickly set up so I can share the screen of my mobile device and then show you the mobile CapCut app and then walk you through all of this in the next 40 minutes on a step-by-step process. So we'll be editing like a 60 seconds video. And trust me, the fact that the video is 60 seconds, you probably need an hour to edit a 60-second video. That's how technical video editing can be. So thank you all for joining. If you aren't already subscribed, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and also share the video with your peers, like I mentioned. So yeah, I'll just be needing 5 minutes. The time is currently 7:20 precisely, so I'll be back by 7:25. So please do hang around, and then I'll be sharing my screen. Okay, so thank you all and see you in 5 minutes.